Hey, Jimmy with Cuff and Stuff Barbecue. Well, today we're doing a subscriber request. And the question I was asked is, why don't we ever see that Orion Cooker? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do honey mustard chicken, a whole chicken, on the Orion Cooker. So hang tight. Okay, well, you see we've got a whole chicken. We've washed him. This one, bless his heart, even came with a little pop-up timer. You don't need that. But what we're going to do to start with, this is just a little extra virgin olive oil. We're just going to spray him down a little bit. Now we patted him down good. After we washed him, you want the skin to crisp up a little bit. That and this olive oil will do that. And all we're going to use to start with, this is Uncle Steve's competition bird powder. If you've seen my videos, I use a lot of Uncle Steve shake. This is good stuff. I believe in it. And that's why I recommend it. So we're going to take and we're going to put a nice little covering of this bird powder. This is good stuff. It's really good on chicken too. I like it. Okay. Now, let's put a little bit on the inside. I want it to get in there. And I'm going to pull the skin up on these breasts and rub him down, get him down there on that meat. And there we go. This is ready to go in the smoker. Oh, when we get it going, I'll bring you back. Well, we've got our chicken on the stand and down in the cooker. I've got pecan or pecan, wherever you're from. You'll pronounce it differently. I've got pecan wood around the outside of the drip pan. I know you can't see that, but trust me, it's down in there. It doesn't take a whole lot, but it adds that smoke flavor to it. I've got a temperature probe in the breast, and I'm just out of curiosity, I've got one down in the cooker. I'm going to see what temperature this thing cooks at. So I'm going to put the top on. I'll pour the charcoal in around it. Now, you see a lot of people go ahead and put the charcoal in it. I know that it takes a chimney and a half to cook this, so I'm going to spread a chimney and a half around, put some in the bottom and some in the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit up here in the top. Fill this cup up. There we go. And I'll pour the rest of it down here. See, that's all of that one. And the big one, I start dumping it in around. And I don't have to wait on it to get lit. It is already lit. And that gets that one. I'll take my tongs here, spread it out even, or try to. And there we go. All right, it's going to take about an hour. This is a 5-pound chicken, give or take a little bit. So I'm going to let it run an hour. we'll see. I've got the probe hooked up. We'll see what the temperature is, and we'll bring you back. Well, I just wanted to show you, this is where we are in the cook, and it's been holding steady right here at about 320 to 325, right in there. So if you ever wondered what temperature your Orion was cooking, that's probably in the neighborhood right there. And I'm sure some depends on how much charcoal you've got in it and how hot a fire you've got, but I would say this is probably average. Okay, well, we have hit 155 degrees internal in the breast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the chicken out and I'm gonna set him over here. Let's put the top back on, get rid of all my heat. Let's pull that out. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take, this is Old Charlie's honey mustard. You can use it as a dipping sauce, or just like I'm about to do, you can use it as a glaze. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna glaze this whole chicken with this honey mustard. And that's gonna take me a minute. So let me get this thing glazed up and I'll bring you back. Okay, so we got her glazed up good with the dipping sauce. And let me take the top back off. We're gonna be quick about it. See, that's right back down in the cooker. I'm gonna put the top right back on it. And we're gonna let it go for a few. Now I still have the probe in the cooker, so I can tell what we're doing. I probably am gonna leave this in for about 15 minutes or so, and we'll bring you back. Well, let's take the top off. We've hit our temperature. Oh, that's looking, and smells good. Now, one thing I didn't show you, I opened it back up and I put the probe because I didn't want to go over temperature. So I stuck this probe in it. How about that? Isn't that pretty? Well, there she is. Now, I'm gonna take my instant read. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Perfect. All right, well, let's let it rest. We'll go in, slice it, and then I'm gonna get to try some. Well, we have let this rest for about 15 minutes or so. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. See that runoff? God, juicy that is. Oh my goodness. I know I say this every time. This is genuinely my favorite part right here. Wow, that's delicious. That honey mustard complemented that bird powder at Uncle Steve's Shake. Man, it's good. But that honey mustard, it added a little bit of sweet to it. That's as tender and moist as you could ever want chicken to be. Folks, try this one. You'll like it, I promise. Thanks for hanging around. If you haven't already, hit the circle on this side, subscribe to us. Ring that bell so you don't miss anything when we come out with another video. We'll have another video on this side. Until next time, hang tight.